Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. It is always a pleasure having you on this channel. If it is your first time, welcome. If it is your second or third time, it is always a pleasure having you around. So today we're going to speak about a business model that could make you money with little effort and time. So that is the leasing business in construction, components, tools and implements. So how can you go about it? Ladies and gentlemen, in any particular construction, there are those things and tools and implements that are needed during construction, and the person who is doing the construction might not necessarily want to buy them, so they might be able to lease them from you. So you could be able to do things like shovels, you could be able to do things like wheelbarrows, you could be able to do things like mixers, you could even go as high as having earth movers and things that you could be able to lease out and be able to make money as you go. So one thing that you need to do is identify where are the major construction projects happening. It doesn't have to be the big projects. It could be just homes. Where are the construction things happening, especially construction of homes, single unit homes, and done by people who are building by their own selves. They would require a lot of things, from scaffoldings to struts to wheelbarrows to shovels, that they might not want to invest by buying, and they might want to lease from you. So those are the things that you need to do when you are starting out, ladies and gentlemen. You have scouted where you need to do, that is where construction is happening. You need now to walk and tell the people who are starting construction or doing the surveying and things like that, tell them that I do supply this, I do lease this, and so that they be able to know that you are the kind of person who could be able to supply them with things that they will be able to lease. So ladies and gentlemen, once you have started marketing that business, you could now be able to sit back and be able to add items as the demand comes. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to start big. You don't need to buy earth movers first. You can start with the shovels and the wheelbarrows and the few things that they need, the scaffoldings and the struts that hold up slab constructions. Those are the things that you need to start with, and ensure that you scale up based on the demand. Do not scale up on things that are not demanded, so that you would always have your items list out to people who are actually using them. Then the other thing that you need to know is you will charge these items on time of use. So if you're going to hire out a wheelbarrow, for example, you need to learn how to charge this wheelbarrow to the people who you are charging. The best thing that you could be able to do is ensure that you can either take the value of the wheelbarrow. Maybe the wheelbarrow is 10,000 Kenya shillings or $100. Then divide it by the number of days that you foresee that you will be leasing it out. Ensure that you know the usable life of that item. So if the usable life of that item is 5 years, you could be able to take the value of, say, $100 for the wheelbarrow, then divide by the number of days that you foresee you'll be leasing it out. So assuming it is 100 days in a year, you could lease out that wheelbarrow for, say, $1 a day. Lease out a shovel at also an equivalent price, but ensure that it looks like a small amount, but because you have several things that you are hiring or leasing out, it adds up to a significant amount. Ladies and gentlemen, you also need to be very careful on the controls. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you are giving out equipment and implements and things that are used in construction. You need to note down the items that you give out. So you have to have a system of controls where you note down the things you have given out, the condition in which you have given out those things, and so that you can be able to record in case there are any damages or any repairs that need to be done. If there are any damages that can be directly linked to the people you have hired these items to, you need to ask them to pay for damages. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be able to replace these items as they are needed. So you need to be able to maintain a schedule also of service, how you can be able to service them regularly, because you need these things to be able to be used continuously. You also need to have a schedule of replacement. If the wheelbarrow is going to die out in 5 years, you need to find a way of accumulating money to be able to buy new wheelbarrows. Then the other thing that you need to be keen on is to ensure that you buy high quality items. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hire them out. You're not using them for your personal means or construction. So the people that you're giving out these items, let these items be durable enough so they do not keep breaking, and so you can be able to spend less money on repairs and replacement. So ladies and gentlemen, the other thing that you need to do is, as you note how the demand is going and how the market is, you could be able to scale up over time, slowly by slowly. So you could take the first year of operation not to get back your money, but to invest and reinvest, especially according to the way you are forecasting demand and the way the things are demanded. Ensure that you have the items as needed and when needed, and allow your clients to be able to book these items in advance. Then the other thing that you need to ensure that is you are going to collect the items at the time that you mentioned with the previous clients. Ensure that they are not lying around idle, because the more they lie around idle at the site of your clients, the more they are likely to be damaged or stolen, or something might happen to them. So ensure that you have a system that you are able to note when they are finished with their tasks, and so that you can be able to get them back. If the clients want to increase the time that they are going to have these items, ensure that is noted down and you sign down an addendum to the contract that you signed at the beginning. The most problematic thing that people have is when they enter into agreements by word of mouth. You agree by word of mouth, then the client decides to not do as you agreed. What is going to be your legal recourse? You need to find a way that they're able to sign against the things they have received, and in what conditions, and when you could be able to pick your items, and how much they need to pay. So have contracts, and when they are going to change, have an addendum to add to the contract so that you can be able to extend the period of time. So ensure your documentation is right. Ensure your system of controls is right. Ensure that you are scaling up as required, and ensure that you are replacing and servicing the things as needed. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a simple business that you could be able to do at the comfort of your house. You could have something, a kind of a place where you keep them around your house, so that if you desire to be able to do a job without having to move away from your physical home, you could be able to have a garage or a storage and be able to keep things and hire them out as needed. So this is the kind of business you could be able to start with minimal effort and minimal time on you. So ladies and gentlemen, why are you not starting a business? Please help me understand the challenges that you are facing in business. If you have any questions on this particular article, you could leave a comment. You could also encourage somebody who is struggling in their entrepreneurial journey. And I desire that you also subscribe to the channel and like, so that this message can reach out to many people. So ladies and gentlemen, that is how you start a construction leasing business in your area and be able to make money without being actively involved in it. So thank you and enjoy your day.